Guys, thanks so much for clicking on my channel. We're all smiles over here. I am Will Sandra. Just like asking a question, will Sandra help you keep your smile for today? And hopefully the answer is yes, you guys. I'm trying not to keep long. Y'all already know if it gets good enough, keep on talking. Listen, the golden nugget today is pop, pop, pop manifestations. Yes, I know it sounds crazy, but it will make sense. Do you remember how you used to pop popcorn back in the day? Now think about how we used to pop popcorn back in the day, and think about the journey that you're in right now. Now back in the day, when you had a taste for popcorn, you have a taste for a certain thing for requests, right? Receiving manifestations. I'm gonna parallel the thing, okay? When you have the taste for popcorn, you go and get the big pot. Boom, sit it on the stove. You go and get the butter, put it in the pot. You turn the stove on, right? You got your big jar of popcorn seeds, your requests in this journey. Or you have your big bag of popcorn seeds, your requests in this journey. And you do it. Once the butter has melted, you get the seeds, popcorn seeds, and you pour them in, right? Same thing. Just as soon as you get all the mental together, you got the request, and so now you put the request in. Same thing like the popcorn seeds. Now it's just waiting. Now while you're standing there at the stove and you have the popcorn seeds in there, you don't hear right away the, do you? You don't. You don't even see any of this going on, do you? Do you see any of that? Do you see any of that action going on in the pot? No, you don't see any of that going on. Same thing in your journey. You have planted the seed, put the seed in, which is the request. You've done all the preparation. Some of you guys said you're moving into a new home. You may not know what that new home is, but you have indeed gotten some boxes and started packing, right? Even though you haven't heard anything, you haven't seen, you don't know what a new house is, but it's packed up, right? Some of you guys saying you're gonna get a new car. You've made room for the new car. You made some space for it, right? Maybe you got rid of that older car that was giving you some problems. So now you're ready to receive the other one. But you hadn't heard no, and you hadn't seen no progress, no type of action going on in it. It's the same way with the popcorn, y'all. Even though you don't hear the, or you don't see any of this, there's absolutely no doubt in your mind while you're standing at that stove. There's no doubt that you're what? Not going to be eating popcorn. In your mind, you know without a shadow of a doubt that you are going to be eating popcorn, even though you don't hear any or don't see any of this going on right now, right? The thing is, when we are in our journey and we have put that request in, put that seed in per se, when we don't see any action of this going on with the manifestation, or don't hear any, ain't nobody calling us or telling us, you know, something that let us know, give us a sign, a signal that something's going on, we begin to look over in the pot like we hadn't put any seeds in. And that's doubt. You're in expectancy, but you really don't know that you're going to receive it. It's the exact opposite when you popping popcorn. Even though you don't hear the, and you don't see any action going on with it, you don't look over in there and go, I don't hear any, and I don't see any of this. Did I put seed? Did I put the request in? Did I put seeds in? You don't look back over in the pot to see if you put any seeds. You don't. You're just waiting. You're having patience with yourself because you already know that the fire is at work. That, in other words, in your journey, God is at work. So there's no need for you to question whether or not if you really put the seed in, because you know you've done everything. You've done everything that you're supposed to do. You have prepped, you prepared, you put the request in, and now it's just time to wait on the first, or wait till you see that. And even when you see that and you're hearing the, even then you can't really get the popcorn right away. Why? Because you got to wait for the entire process to take its course. You get what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about when you're popping popcorn like that? You want the popcorn so bad and your parents say, no, it's not ready yet. Why? Because they know it's going haywire in there. It's really working. 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 You hear, and your mom and parents, your dad and stuff, they know that if you open that lid while it's going haywire and whatnot, that you may get burned. So they say, wait till it starts to slow down. And then you hear that go to, and then finally the last one. And then your parents say, it's ready. Take the lid off and y'all dig in. It's the same way with receiving this manifestation. I know you don't see any of this going on. No action going on at all. And you don't hear the popping of your manifestations, but I'm here to tell you that it's working. It's in progress right now. And for some of you guys, it's at this state right now. And now you just got to wait for it just to slow down. And it's almost there. And then you'll be able to open the lid. And y'all know how when you start out with popcorn, you don't see nothing but seeds. And you don't see, when it first started, just a little bit. But after it's totally done popping, you end up with overflow of popcorn. And that's how it's going to be. That's how it's going to be with your manifestations. By the time it's done, by the time the process is over, it's going to be an overflow of that request that you requested. You get what I'm saying? So don't rush it. Have some patience with you, not with God, because God doing his thing. He know how long it's supposed to take for you to receive it. And he already told me on yesterday to tell you that manifestation is approaching quickly. I'm just here to tell you to keep in the mind space of knowing that it is indeed going to happen. It's happening. It's happening. It is right now. We're just waiting on it to slow down. You getting it? You're going to get that new house, that new job, that healing or whatnot. Just stay in expectancy. Even though you don't see any of this and don't hear any, it's working out for you. Y'all got it? Get it good? I'm going to go, y'all, because I got to go in here and cook. And I just want y'all to keep that in mind, okay? Pop manifestations. Treat it just like you treat popcorn. You know you're going to eat the popcorn when you put it on the stove. Matter of fact, when you grab the... Before you even grab before you even put it in the pot and you grab the jar, you already know you're about to eat. This is just that powerful. You have to treat your request just like you treat popcorn. You got to know without a shadow of a doubt that, listen, it's going to come into your fruition. And I'm here to remind you that it is. Hence, pop manifestations. All right, if you didn't get it, rewind it and listen to it again. But in the meantime, if you take just a little bit of what I'm telling you and apply to your life to the best of your ability, you won't ever have the maximum smile. Why? Because your smiles will always be genuine. I'll talk to y'all soon. Be blessed, stay blessed, be blessed, stay blessed, be blessed, stay blessed. Y'all know what's coming next. Ciao.